understanding of religion, especially given a lot of the deductions people are making in light of the massacre in Paris?
Mika, I can tell you that there are two main reactions, and they're very much based on different life experiences. One reaction is from non-Muslims who say, Irshad, I thought there was hope for reform in Islam. Clearly there isn't. And what I say to them is, then you're not making an effort to look for where the hope is. Because when good Muslims say and do good things, what we expect Muslims to do, they of course are not going to make news. It's those who engage in sensational acts such as bombings, beheadings, and shootings who make news. And so we wind up having a very lopsided picture of what Muslims are about. And particularly a young generation of Muslims, Mika, I can tell you, you know I've received death threats and hate mail in the past. These days, I can honestly report to you that I receive far more love bombs from young Muslims who are hungry for debate and discussion about what is going on in the name of our faith. So that's one reaction. And the other reaction is indeed from Muslims all over the world who have on social media defended free speech, including offensive speech, and have said that these thugs, these terrorists, make a mockery of our faith.
There you go.
Tom, quick question for you. How do you draw the line between what is hate speech in a cartoon and what is political satire? There's some that have criticized some of these cartoons as inflammatory and hate speech. How do you, as a cartoonist, draw that line?
Well, I draw that line every day, but I think it's important to say that today is not the day to try to draw that line. These were people who were murdered for expressing their opinions, and that is just unacceptable on every level. There's plenty of time before and after to talk about, which is part of free expression, what's acceptable, what's smart, and we can argue about that all day long. But right now, today, we don't argue about that. This was murder for free expression, and that's unacceptable, start to finish.
And what's next for Europe? Lionel, what's the next step? Is that we continue, especially in France, this debate on how much immigration?
Well, that's going to be a part of it. But again, the good news, I don't want to be Pollyannish, but the good news is that there will be an absolute explosion of an appreciation for free expression. And you're going to see this more and more. And you're also going to see the role of the cartoonist as the political commentator elevated even greatly. Through this tragedy, there will be much, much good that will be inspired by this.
Irshad, would you agree with that?
I absolutely do, and I'm already seeing the evidence of it, where more and more young Muslims are making the effort to express openly their love of free speech, because they know that their own ability to express themselves as individuals depends on everybody else's ability to do the same.
Irshad Manji, thank you. Tom Tolles, thank you as well. And Lionel, thank you very much. We'd love to have you back. Up next, the latest on the manhunt for two French brothers who are suspects in the Paris murders, and the newest details emerging about the victims. We'll be right back.